Hi everyone. This is going to be a very short video. I really just wanted to do this because I'm trying to stay on an upload schedule here and I've kind of been absent for the last couple of weeks. So I just wanted to let you know I am still here. There are more videos coming. There's going to be more rhythmic building blocks videos. There's going to be more guitar pedal exploration videos. There's going to be other videos of some other completely different kind. It's just the last couple of weeks, every time I've sat down to work on something like that, it's just seemed so small in comparison to the much bigger, more important conversation that's happening right now online. So I just wanted to take a minute to pause, talk about that. I know I have a very tiny platform here, but I still felt like I could try to say something helpful. And this is going to be mostly addressing my fellow white Americans. What I want to say is, I think right now is a really good time to educate ourselves. I think that we have this assumption that if something really bad happened in our country, then we would know about it. There would be new laws, there would be arrests made, big Supreme Court case. At the very least, we would hear about it in a documentary or in our history classes. And I think we have this assumption because there are certain things that we hear about a lot, like Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, the civil rights movement in general, affirmative action. There's like these big moments in time that we feel like we righted some major wrong. We, recognized an evil and we fixed it. So by that logic, all of the issues that black people have been dealt with, and it's really up to them how they want to live their lives. If that is the way that you feel, or if that even just kind of seems like it makes sense, I understand. If you're wondering what all the fuss is about right now, or you feel like the media is just trying to rile people up, people are going crazy on social media, what I would say is, first of all, ask some black people. Anyone that you know, colleagues, friends, just ask them what they think about all this stuff. The other thing is, you can research on your own. Just look up redlining. Look up the Tulsa race riot of 1921. If you've never heard of these things, neither had I until very recently. It's crazy. There's these major things that have happened by our government that have just never been dealt with, and we don't even talk about them. I mean, there's much, much more than that, but those are two of the most clear-cut cases that I'm aware of that are just so obviously wrong that we have never made right. And not only that, but we don't even talk about it. These things have just been essentially swept under the rug forever. And in all these cases, they are things that have had an undeniably negative impact on black Americans for generations and generations leading up to the problems that we have now. And I do feel like specifically I need to talk about this on this channel because this channel is specifically about black American music. And I recognize that on some level that shouldn't matter. Like, we should just be able to care about each other because we're all humans. But I also kind of feel like it does matter. All of the music that I teach on this channel was invented by black Americans. And I know that an ethnomusicologist would talk about that in finer detail. I know that to some extent early jazz was influenced by Latin American music, although I would assume that the origins of that would probably be traced back to Africa. I don't really know, obviously, I'm out of my depth, but that's not really the point. The point is jazz, blues, funk, soul, R&B, rock and roll, hip-hop. Literally all of the music that I play and teach owes its very existence to black people in this country for the last 100 years or so that have this secret history of being treated unfairly over and over again. So that, in a very, very tiny nutshell, is what all the fuss is about. And, I mean, none of it is new, but for whatever reason, it does feel like now is finally a time when maybe something could change, and I think everyone's kind of feeling that right now. I know I am. I am going to include in the description a list of links that I think are very helpful for education and outreach, things you can donate to, all that stuff. if even just a handful of people that are watching this get a little more information that they never heard about before, then that would mean a lot to me. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say, and I appreciate you for watching. Thank you. And I'm going to get back to doing my lighthearted educational videos next week.